and it provides the ideal venue for us and Airbus to show you the A400M. The Royal Air Force's A400M is a multinational 4-engine turboprop military transport aircraft that is here in Jakarta today for a short stopover. This is the second time the aircraft has visited Jakarta. Airbus brought their test flight aircraft to Halim Air Base in 2012. The British ambassador to Indonesia, Maret, will be here from 10 o'clock and will be with the VIP party. He's delighted to welcome this RAF aircraft to Jakarta. Its design contains some of the most advanced technology and engineering available. It has the most flexible capabilities of any aircraft in its class, but at the same time offers unrivaled cost effectiveness. We are proud that Britain's world-leading research, innovation and engineering has contributed to the development of this fantastic aircraft. Today there are 4 of us in uniform here. Myself as the Defence Attaché, Wing Commander Simon Boyle, who will speak later, and Wing Commander Roger Flynn, who's come out from the United Kingdom.
So, Wing Commander Simon Boyle, Officer Commanding 70 Squadron of the Royal Air Force, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues from Airbus, welcome to the Jakarta leg of the Royal Air Force A400M tour of Asia Pacific. Airbus was here, as some of you may remember, in 2012, and a number of you flew the aircraft at that time. Now we are here, 5 years later, with one of our key customers, the Royal Air Force, that definitely I want to thank very much for touring this part of the world. It has not been an easy ride, but the A400M is not on a positive track. We are stabilizing the industrial side of the program and adding more military capability to the aircraft. We currently have delivered 40 aircraft in total. The first tactical version was delivered in last year in 2016. And we are now working on further developing and delivering the technical capability. Wing Commander Boyle, I believe you had a very good visit in New Zealand and in Australia at Air Show. I could see the big success of the aircraft and definitely of the Royal Air Force displaying and showing the aircraft to many delegations, so thank you for that. We are very happy that you included, of course, this Jakarta leg, which will give, again, our friend in Indonesia the opportunity to get a first-hand understanding on the A400M operation with the Royal Air Force. I will now hand to you, Wing Commander Boyle, to talk about the aircraft service with the Royal Air Force. Thank you to all of you.
My name is Wing Commander Simon Boyle. I'm Officer Commanding 70 Squadron in the Royal Air Force. 70 Squadron is the first squadron in the Royal Air Force to operate A400M Atlas, as we call it in the UK, in Royal Air Force service. I'd like to start by saying what a privilege it is for myself and my crew to bring A400M to Indonesia and Jakarta. It is a country that we haven't visited before, and we are delighted to be here, and we are very grateful for the welcome we have received, particularly at Halim Air Base. For the next few minutes, I'd like to talk to you all about a number of areas with A400M, what we have done so far with the aircraft, what we are doing on this particular visit, and where we believe as the Royal Air Force we will take this very capable aircraft in the future. As already mentioned by Pierre, we have 14 aircraft now owned by the Royal Air Force, and we look forward to the full delivery of 22 aircraft by 2019. We've been operating the aircraft for just over 2 years now. Our first aircraft arrived in November 14, and we have flown in the UK fleet for just over 5,000 flying hours on A400M. So as we have gone through the entry into service phase of the aircraft, as we continue to develop the aircraft's capabilities in collaboration with our European partners and Airbus Defence and Space, we are now beginning to get a real good idea of the potential that this aircraft has. Collaboration for us in the programme is very important. Everything we do in the programme is about a partnership. It is about our partnership with our European and our Malaysian colleagues as we continue to test, evaluate, develop and make A400M a successful operational platform. Very, very importantly too, it is about our relationship and our collaboration with Airbus Defence and Space. We believe that this aircraft has great potential. If the aircraft is going to reach that potential, it is very important for us that we continue to work very closely with Airbus to ensure that we make this aircraft the best it can be. Ask colleagues to discuss their perspective on the efficiency of A400M. What I can say is that from a technological perspective, as we move forward with the programme now, and we've had the aircraft in service, our French colleagues have actually had the aircraft in service for over 3 years now, we are improving the efficiency and effectiveness with which we maintain the aircraft. Also, when we're flying the aircraft, we find that an aircraft with a substantial payload on board is only burning about 4 tons of fuel per hour. So given that we're flying at high speed over long ranges with a substantial weight in the back of the aircraft and having all the advantages of short field landings when that is released to the Royal Air Force, it's not something the Royal Air Force is doing yet. But from our perspective, the aircraft is operating efficiently compared with some of the other aircraft we use in Royal Air Force service. But it would not be for me to make that comparison, it would be for my colleagues from Airbus to make that comparison. I'm the squadron commander. My job is to fly them and to make sure we make a success of flying them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
So,
Ini dari Airbus.
I'm from
Halo,
Maret, A400M, and therefore I will answer this question from the company's perspective. The A400M is more efficient because basically it can transport more load, faster, and let's say loads that are not possible to transport with the C-130, the A400M can do. So it can really do more than twice Hercules. So that's why we believe, and it is more efficient, the aircraft. You can really bring things that are bigger than in the C-130. You can fly them longer distance, you can fly them faster, and you can land in small, soft, and shorter paved airstrips. So it is bringing twice or more than twice the capability than the C-130. And when it comes to fuel consumption, following the words of Commander Boyd, the average consumption is about 4 tons per flying hour, whereas the C-130 is about 2.5. So, because we can transport more than twice the payload, the same distance, or the same payload twice the distance, we are really improving the efficiency over legacy aircraft.
RAF is operating all the 3 largest transport aircraft in the Western world, the C-130, F-400 and C-17. And as a former C-17 pilot, how can you compare the operational flying the thing and also on the types of missions? Is it different or because there are some discussions among Indonesian aviation enthusiasts that why we don't have to buy 400M, just buy the C-17. But there are also people, it's better to have this kind of combination. It's also good to remember that almost all operators also operate C-130 in any types. Thank you.
Compatibility then?
So I understand why comparison between aircraft is important to understand the different capabilities that each aircraft type can bring. And I have flown a number of hours on C-17 and I believe that to be a very capable aircraft. But in the Royal Air Force, what we have at Bryce Norton now is the opportunity to work across 3 aircraft types that complement each other. So it's important for us not to say which aircraft type do you need. It's important for us to say what is the requirement of the mission of the task that you wish to perform, and we will find the right aircraft for that. The advantage that A400M brings is that we get the speed and the range and the large outsize or heavier payloads travelling over great distances, but also soon in the Royal Air Force we will be able to operate that in the tactical environment where the C-130J operates, including into those strips. So it is a blended solution we have at RAF Bryce Norton, and that's why it's important to us that we think about what is the requirement for the task, and we see A400M fulfilling a very good amount of those tasks because of its versatility.
Probably have time for one more question for Wing Commander Boyle, if anybody.
Thank you very much. As I know, the RAF do lots of expeditionary mission, right? I just wonder which of the shortest and toughest airstrip that you ever landed with this.
The toughest condition you've ever had.
So is that the toughest mission that we have had so far, or what I think the toughest mission could be?
I mean the shortest airstrip and the rough of the airstrip.
Okay, so the plan for the A400M program in the UK is to develop the capability of the aircraft over a number of years. Airbus Defence and Space test and evaluate the aircraft, and then they release that particular capability, in this case landing on rough and unprepared strips, to the UK and to the partner nations in the programme for us to continue our test and evaluation. Because it is an early stage of the programme for us in the Royal Air Force, we're not flying the aircraft onto rough and unprepared strips yet. But as you can see from the picture behind, Airbus Defence and Space have done extensive testing on a strip that was especially built by UK Army engineers in Woodbridge in Suffolk in the UK to continue the process of testing and evaluating on natural surfaces. Whilst the RAF was not flying the aircraft, we were involved in assessing the results, and we are very, very encouraged by the way that the aircraft is performing on rough and unprepared strips. We can see that it should be comparable to C-130 Hercules, but with the increases in payload that we've already talked about.
How about the shortest airstrip that you ever landed? Which one?
So the shortest strip that we have ever landed on, we're not landing on short unprepared strips yet, because that's not where we are in the capability development of the aircraft. However, although we may have landed on longer runways, we are practicing stopping the aircraft in very short distances. So we have landed on runways of 5,000 feet length, and the aircraft at light weight is stopping in half the distance of that. The aircraft has a very advanced braking system, an automatic braking system, which is proving very effective to stop the aircraft quickly, even when the aircraft is heavy. What we have also done, and I know this doesn't apply in Jakarta, is flown the aircraft onto snow and ice a lot. Much of our work is operating into Canada and particularly into Norway. And I mention that because although it's a different climate, the runway surface is a very difficult surface to land on, and with the automatic braking of the aircraft is performed. I'm Officer Commanding 70 Squadron, Royal Air Force. 70 Squadron is the first operational squadron in the Royal Air Force to fly the Airbus Defence and Space A400M Atlas tactical airlift aircraft. On behalf of my crew, I'd like to say what a privilege it is to be here in Jakarta today with a key partner in the region to give you an opportunity to see A400M. We've been flying the aircraft in the Royal Air Force for just over 2 years now and have flown over 5,000 hours on the UK fleet of 14 aircraft as it continues to grow to a total of 22 aircraft. So far, we are increasingly impressed with the way that A400M is performing for the Royal Air Force. We have the advantages of the range the aircraft can fly over comparable aircraft, the payload that the aircraft can carry, and its ability to operate tactically. Increasingly now, the Royal Air Force will be flying the aircraft over long distances at high speeds and with substantial payloads on board, and then operating into the tactical environment, flying at low level, operating on rough and unprepared strips, and delivering personnel and equipment either onto those strips or delivering them by parachute. With a fleet of 22 A400Ms growing at RAF Bryce Norton, the A400M will be at the centre of our air mobility requirements for UK defence. We're very excited about where we believe we can take the aircraft in Royal Air Force service, and we're delighted to continue to work with our European partners, Malaysia and Airbus Defence and Space, to make this aircraft the truly great tactical aircraft that we believe it can be. Any questions?
Mungkin satu pertanyaan.
The aircraft, we really believe is the solution for Indonesia, and we would be very happy that Indonesia joins to the A400M club, but as I said, the decisions on customer side is up to the customer to comment.
For the fitness for your offer, what is the Airbus offer to Indonesia aviation industry if we choose to buy this plane? What do you offer?
We have a long history in collaboration with the Indonesian industry. We really believe that the A400M could also support this approach and this support to the Indonesian industry, but we cannot provide further details at this stage.
Indonesia has
Hopefully you've had a chance to look around the in what we call flat floor, but individual roller strips can be set up, and you'll see some of those as we walk through the front, and that allows us to move cargo from front to back with minimal effort.
Go